Hello students. Today we will deal with a lesson that is topic Taro's reward. Okay. From the chapter number 3 from the book English book Honeysuckle. Okay. A young woodcutter named Taro lived with his old parents. He said, "I wish I had a cup of sake." Okay, so there was a young woodcutter. Okay, so his name was Taro. So he was living with his parents in his house in the village. Okay, so one day what happened, his father, Taro's father, he said that he wanted to have a cup of sake. You know what is sake? Sake is a special drink of Japan. Okay, Japanese, they drink this sake. This is a special drink of Japan. So, what happened next? This made Taro sad because sake was expensive. Taro became very sad now. Why? Because the sake is very expensive drink. Okay, expensive drink of Japan. So he is not able to afford that sake. So he is very sad now. So next morning he went to forest to chop trees. Okay. So the next morning what he did? He went to forest to cut the trees. He worked very hard. Then he felt thirst. He was working very hard. He was cutting the trees. Okay. Then suddenly he felt thirst. He became thirsty. Then suddenly he heard a sound of waterfall. Okay. There was a waterfall, so he heard the sound of waterfall. So he went towards the sound and he got a waterfall. So he followed that sound and he found that there was a waterfall there. When he tasted it, it was sick. Then, since he was thirsty, he went there and he tasted the water. Then it was a sick. Okay, so he was surprised. He became so much surprised. So he again tasted it, but again it was sick. Again and again he is trying to taste it because he is not believing that it is a sick. Okay, he is not believing that it is a sick. Okay, see, he had a pitcher. So he had a pitcher with him. He filled it and came home. So he had taken pitcher also with him. Okay, to get okay. So he filled that pitcher with the sick and he came home. That day, a visitor came and Taro offered the Sheikh to her and told the whole story about Sheikh. Okay, so one day what happened? A visitor came to Taro's house. So whenever the guests come, first of all, what we do? We give the water. Okay, so same thing here. Taro also gave water to that visitor. Okay, so uh, when that visitor drank that water, it was a shake. Okay, it was a shake. She went from that house and went out from that house and told the whole village about the shake. Okay. Next morning, Taro went to forest, but all the villagers reached there before Taro. Next morning, now Taro got ready to go to that forest. So before he reached there, all the villagers had reached there. Okay, so they were filling their vessels, but it was only water, not sick, because they are thinking that it is a sick, and they took so many pictures and all. And then after what happened, when they started filling it, it was not the sick, but it was the water. Okay, so they got angry and wanted to beat Taro. So they became very angry and they wanted to kill Taro, beat Taro, and throw into the forest. Okay, so next what happens, let's see. But Taro hid himself behind the big rock. So he ran away from there and he hid himself behind the rock, big rock. When all the villagers went away, he went to waterfall and tasted it. It was the same sick. So after all the villagers went from there, he went to that waterfall and again he tasted. Okay, again he tasted. It was the same sick. Okay, it was not the water, it was the same sick. This story reached to the emperor. This story reached to the emperor, the king. So he rewarded Taro. He rewarded Taro. This was to encourage all the children to honor and obey their parents. So why he honored the Taro? Because Taro, he obeyed his parents and he wanted to give the sake to his parents, to his father. Okay, since he was an um, man of obeying. Okay, he was a honest man. He was an honest man. That's why. Okay, so here when the king he came to know that Taro is an honest man and he gave sake to his parents. This story, when this story reached to the king, he became very happy, and to encourage the whole youngers, okay, to encourage the whole children or the youngers, what he did, he just rewarded him, okay, so that all the children they will look after their parents. Okay, so I hope this lesson we have understood. Okay, so thank you so much.